Hi everyone, Michelle Markey with Medina Domestic Art Studio, and today we're talking about washability of coloring on fabric. And I've got several examples here, and this is going to be the before, and then I'll shoot a quick video after I have washed these so that you can see if there's any difference or what they look like after they have been washed. Now, several of these have been washed once before, but I'm trying to do repeated washes so we can see what they look like after several washes in cold water. And I am going to use a little bit of Tide just to kind of mimic what somebody might do with a quilt that has been fabric painted and is used in, say, an everyday use. So this very first one was done with Inktense pencils, and it has been washed before, and I can tell you that the color looks just as vivid as it did when I very first colored it. But again, giving you some close-ups so we can look at this when it's been washed a second time. The next one, pardon my reach there, this little rabbit has been done with Caran d'Ache water-soluble crayons, and then fabric medium has been used to set the color. By the way, all of these have been heat set. So Mr. Rabbit's been heat set. The Morning Glories you saw earlier have been heat set. And the ones that you'll see coming up next are also heat set. Now on this rabbit, I want to show you something real quick. This is Tearaway. The other thing I want to look at is to see what Tearaway does in a wash. This is a 1.8 ounce Tearaway that I get from United Threads. I really like it because it's a great sturdy stabilizer, but it tears very easily once you have finished doing your coloring. Okay, so that will be a test that we'll look at after this has been washed. So the next one, I am very curious about this, and I'm going to zoom in here really tight. You might be able to see that there's a lot of glitter in this. These were all used jelly roll pins to get that bling. Now, I'm going to be very honest. In the past, when I have washed anything with a jelly roll sparkle pin, or they're called Stardust pins, the bling tends to wash out. But, you know, I want to be able to show everyone the pros and cons of washing. And, you know, sometimes you need to see a con to decide whether or not you're going to wash something. The other thing, too, with this is the backing is horrendously filthy. I drag these around through lots of shows and classes, and I want to see how well the stabilizer washes afterwards. Last but not least is a peacock that I have washed before. And I just want to point out that there are blings on here. I didn't do it all, but there is also Stardust. Now, believe it or not, this is what Stardust looked like after the first washing. Not quite as much, but you can actually see it here. And then the rest of this was colored with Inktense pencils. So let's wash these and see how well everything comes out. And then I'll come back to you with part 2 after the wash. Thanks.